think that there was a lot of different factors that came into it, but eventually 9 of us left Blizzard North. And for one reason or another, either in some cases people left because of a kind of a negotiation process that was going on there, and some of us left because frankly our bosses had left and we wanted to go and work with these guys that we really liked working with.
Really the thing we wanted to do when forming Flagship Studios, if you wanted to put it in a mission statement term, was to be able to make great games. And that's a really simple idea, but creating games that were easy to access, that people could play, that we could get it out to as many players around the world as possible, and just focus on making really quality products, making just the best games we absolutely could. It's something we've always wanted to do, something we've always strived to do when we were at Blizzard, and so for us in starting a new company, that was really, really vital, was just really focusing on everything we could do to make just the best games that we could possibly do.
Pretty quickly after all of that occurred and the dust started to settle, we had a company of 9 of us, and we had a game idea that was formed pretty quickly, even before I joined, and I joined about a week later and was employee number 1. And we had no place to work yet. We had just this kind of idea. We had a phone number that was out there that different publishers could call and try to contact, and we had we didn't even have a company name because we kept trying to debate over that, and everything's taken and it takes forever to figure out what to name your company. And we decided to start working out of my house, which we did for about 13 months. Come on in. So this is where Flagship Studios had its first offices for about 13 months. We had anywhere between 8 and 13 people working here. Upstairs here we had the conference room and our executive area with our CFO, our hiring manager, and our CEO, Bill Roper, sitting here, just kind of filling up the entire room. Over in this area, we had the programming pit with Dave Brevik, our Chief Engineering Officer, myself, and our lead graphics programmers all sitting in here. And then down below here, we had an art pit where the rest of the founders worked from backgrounds and characters and design early on. This is where we first talked to our different partners about what we wanted to do and gave our proposals, argued over which publisher we were going to go with and what things we were going to do. And this is really where the company lived for at least 13 months.
Our first offices was pretty, I think, classic in terms of how a lot of companies get started, how gaming companies get started, in that we worked out of one of the guys' houses. We had that almost stereotypical starting off in the garage type thing that happened, and it was really great. I actually think that even if a company had the wherewithal day one to get into an office and be fully set up, that they shouldn't do it. They should actually start someplace that's a lot more shoestring, a lot more, you know, almost kind of thrown together in some ways, just from the standpoint that it really forges a really strong bond between the people that are there.
You know, I'd wake up and start to work, guys would start showing up and driving their cars, packing the driveway full all the way to the street, filling up all over the street with cars, and we'd fill the place up and work till late, and then everybody'd go home.
You know, you're hanging out all the time together, you're kind of in tight quarters, you automatically do things together, you're having lunch, you're spending time together, and it really lays that strong foundation for that solid team that really almost functions more like a kind of a crazy family in a lot of ways. And I think that's a great way to set the tone for a company.